Hey Aquarius, how are you? My name is Danielle. Welcome to Moonlight Intuition. This is going to be a general reading for you. And if there are messages that resonate with you in this reading, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Ooh, oh, love it. Because you know what? All these little things just help my channel grow. And also, I'm posting free readings every week. So you probably want to keep up with that. So subscribe. Bleh, I can't speak. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, all the info for that is in the description box below. And also, do we see this dog behind me? Okay, this reading is no joke. Also, I'm a professional pet sitter. And this week I'm with Charlie, the Cavalier King Charles. We had a very busy afternoon. He was like in REM sleep earlier. I filmed him. He was like, yeah, I loved it. Okay, this is like 3 major arcana. This reading is no joke, Aquarius. We have the Sun reversed. Oh, interesting. They're all reversed. The Hanged Man reversed. And the Magician reversed. Now, the Sun being in any reading automatically kind of just makes it super positive, even if it is reversed. There's something, though, I feel, Aquarius, it's like maybe you're like trying to kind of fight yourself from every angle possible right now. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what I'm sensing right out of the gate. These are all reversed. All these cards are fantastic, really. I mean, the Hanged Man is just about kind of surrender. He's like, I can't even. Yeah, he's fighting himself too. So there's something here. I mean, Aquarius, you are the sun. Like, I mean, this is like big Leo energy, but this is like, you are the sun. Like, if anyone is a naked baby riding into the sunset on a horse with like a big fabulous red cape, like titties out, it's you. Okay? It's you. I don't know if there's something here that it's like, I don't know if you fall into a place of cynicism, and that's not a judgment or a criticism, that's just kind of what came out of my mouth, to be honest, but I don't know if it's like you're fighting even the fun of life and how fun you are, because you are. And it's always in you. So the good news is, if you are, it's always in you. And I think, obviously, it's like everyone is going through like a fucking personal metamorphosis right now. It's like a collective, like, purging that's happening, that's been happening. We entered the age of Aquarius. We are entering the age of Aquarius. It's like, yeah, even Charlie, he's like, I'm metamorphosizing. But there's something that I feel, yeah, it's like you're fighting yourself from every angle possible to kind of stay maybe in an old version of yourself, which is a bit of an abstract concept, maybe, but it's like also you are abstract, Aquarius. So right out of the gate, I'm sensing that. I mean, and the Hanged Man being reversed is almost like I feel like you're aware that you are changing on like a molecular level. Like, I feel like you're aware that it's like, yeah, the fucking atoms in my body are like vibrating at a different frequency lately. And it's like you're aware of it and fighting it. And so this, the Magician reversed also, is kind of like, don't, you know, fool yourself that maybe you're not. I mean, you're magical, Aquarius. You're magical. You're magical. And if you're fooling yourself, or if you're looking for outside evidence that you are not magical, or that maybe life is not magical, it's merely, you're gonna get the confirmation of that by your thoughts. Like, your thoughts are like a plug, okay? Your thoughts are like a plug that you plug into the wall. And I'm talking about your personal life here, okay? Not the world out there. I'm talking about you. I'll get to the world out there too. Now, your thoughts are like a plug. When you plug a thought into the wall, into the outlet, that creates a charge. This charge is an emotion, okay? So the thought creates an emotion. Now, the emotion creates sensations in the body. It can be anything. I mean, joy is like that, like electricity, you know, sadness can be like, pit of the stomach pains, right? So either way, A thought is a plug, the plug into the wall, that creates a charge, which is an emotion, which creates a sensation in the body. Now, to get all Aquarius alien-y on this, but this is like also so real and legit, you can look up quantum entanglement and all that jazz. But anyway, the thought that creates then the emotion creates a vibration. Your body then vibrates an energy outward. And whatever you're vibrating out is what you're gonna get in return. It's merely a boomerang. It's like, you're like, I hate everything, fuck everything, everything's horrible, the world is burning. It's like, you're gonna get more of that back. So there's that, okay? So if you think that you are not magical, well, no, you are always magical. I just think maybe right now what you are manifesting into your life is based on a pattern of thoughts that is kind of you fighting your baby with the titties out on the horsey, right? It's like coming maybe from more negative thoughts. And now, I don't blame you. I mean, the world out there, and you are the humanitarian of astrology, and the world is not just at all. I mean, it never was, but I think it's just super illuminated to us now. A lot of illusions have been, I think maybe as Aquarius, you've always seen this, but now it's like others are seeing, and there's just no kind of, there's no boundary anymore. Like there's no more, like, I think before in the past, like we were in the age of Pisces for like however many, I think it's like thousands of years, I forget. Anyway, whatever. We were in the age of Pisces forever, for the entirety of all of our lives, up until like, you know, the last however long it kind of started shifting into Aquarius. And Pisces is a sign of illusions, a lot of illusions. And we're in the Pisces season right now. So there was a long time that there were a lot of illusions for us as humans of how the world works. And I think you know what I mean, Aquarius. And a lot of people, kind of the pandemic, I mean, that's like how awakenings begin. Usually, not always, but usually, a trauma happens. Some people have spontaneous awakenings too, but the pandemic, for a lot of people, was kind of the first big, and I mean, what a trauma to experience collectively. So since the pandemic, a lot of these illusions of how the world works have been like illuminated. It's like, it wasn't even like a veil before. For a lot of people, it was like a wall. It was like, yeah, this is how the world works. I get up and go to work and I come home and there's my partner and then we go to sleep. And it's like, you know, and now then it kind of got into a veil and some people are kind of like starting to see through the veil. And some people it's just like, oh yeah, I see things for what they are. Like, wow. And I understand and I feel this too. It's like, the world is, it's not good, right? It's very unjust. But a lot of things that we're not seeing, a lot of things that are not shown, and again, if you want to come back to like how the world works, a lot of things that are shown to us and whatever, all the mediums, that the information overload that we get every day with like media, social media, people just texting, tweeting, Instagram, it's like, it's such an information overload. But have you ever noticed how it's like this, in this information overload, it's never, or rarely at least, very rarely ever showing, I'm going to sound like Mr. Rogers a bit, but when does it ever show the helpers? Those who are fighting for justice, those who are, you know what I mean? And those even like, you know, and it comes down to the beauty of like, you know, the justice that comes from even people just being good to people, one-on-one, right? We don't see these things. I mean, I was going to the gym for a while and like, I mean, I still go to, but at this particular gym, they had like TVs and it's like, you know, it's like CP24. It almost makes me laugh. It's like, they're showing a traumatic story. Then below that, it's just like headlines of traumatic things. It's like, I was there, I was like, what on earth? It's like 9 children run over by a car in Germany. It's like, it never shows anything good. And it's like, so I don't blame you for maybe if you're feeling, if the outside world is beginning to weigh you down from this true nature that is you. But it's like, don't remember that a lot of that is also an illusion, okay? And I think some of you will understand that but it's like there is a lot of good in the world. And I think how the world is changing, it's almost like on a collective level. I think what you're going through right now, I'm going through it, everyone. Like some people are zero, well, some people aren't. Some people are just like still like, yeah, I'm good, whatever. It's like, but some people are like, oh, okay, yeah, there's like a massive shift happening. It's almost like the more the outside world becomes like a monstrosity, it almost forces you to go inward and be like, okay, how can I show up in a better way for myself and therefore others, right? It's almost like, okay, I get it out there. What the hell, right? So we want you to return to this because this is your true nature, your true power, your true leadership, right? I always say it's like Aquarians show up like in the kookiest clothes. Like, I feel like you guys would just like roll in somewhere with a karaoke machine and a wig and be like, you know, fabulous. And it's so genuine. You're so genuinely confident and amazing, and you're a genuine leader just by being the naked baby with the titties out rolling in the sunshine on a horse with a cape. Because you can roll in this way, but it's like not even from a place of like showing off, or maybe kind of, whatever, that's okay too. But it's like, for whatever reason, this is how I see it anyway, that you guys are like this. But it's like you're also showing the fuck up for others when you're in your true nature. So we want you this way again. We want you like this, not like this. So the changes you're feeling that you're resisting right now. And again, I feel like for you, it's like at a molecular level, kind of like your alien DNA is like, okay, we're on this planet now. We're like, we must fight the good fight. And like, you know what I mean? There's just like big changes for you, like things that used to satisfy you, things that kind of like the illusions of being a human, of being in the matrix are kind of fading for you. And I think it's like, you're going through it, and that's amazing. It's all part of the process, but it's like, we want you to remember, it's like, yeah, Mr. Rogers, that quote of his, he's like, look for the helpers in any situation. Look for the helpers. It's almost like, I think another illusion, it's like there's a lot of like concerted efforts to make people feel grim, right? Imagine you're the one who shows up like this in the face of it all. And I would be as emboldened to say, because I mean, I think everything, there's like fear and love. That's it. And everything is then split up into those two categories. And by that, I don't just mean romantic love, but I also mean that. We're all lovers, aren't we? But I mean like fear is like anger, resentment, jealousy, you know, ruminating, blah, blah, blah. And like love is everything else. It's like naked baby showing up, tits out on a horse with a red cape in the sun. It's like joy, creativity, laughter, singing from the top of your lungs, standing up for what's right, standing up for the people you love, standing up for what you believe in, showing the fuck up, making good meals, inviting your friends over. Like, it's like two things, right? And it's like, I truly believe that one person standing in the capacity of love is stronger than like 10 million people standing in the capacity of fear. There's something very unshakable about that. So just, you know, check in with yourself. Are you in the fear category or the love category? You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. We want you on your horsey again. We want you with the red cape again. And also too, it's just the part of the surrender. It's just not, it's not being like, okay, now I'm going to change. It's like, just surrender to this change in the best way that you can. To be like, I'm not where I once was, and I'm very aware of that, but I'm not quite where I'm going yet. It's almost like that's surrender. If it's like a Venn diagram, where you once were, where you're going, maybe you're like in the middle where the circles meet, and just to be like, you know, I feel myself changing, to trust that path and to be aware that you're always manifesting, you're always the magician. So it's like, what do you want to bring on this earth? It's almost like Aquarius. What legacy do you want to leave behind? And you do want to leave a legacy. You're an Aquarius. We love you. You are powerful. The sun is the most positive card in the tarot. And I don't think I've pulled the sun once for anybody yet in all the readings. I've done like 50 readings or 48 readings, whatever. You got it, because you are the sun. I love you, Aquarius. Charlie loves you too. I feel like this reading was super next level, but I'm feeling next level. I'm feeling fucking next level, because that's what Aquarians do to people. That's the influence you have on people. I love you. Have a beautiful day.